Alright kids, it's time for another episode of KittyKatGaming with your host, Mortimer!
KKG! KKG! Yay!
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of KKG. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are having fun at school or work or wherever you're at. Maybe you're at home watching this and in your underwear, whatever. But today we have just got back from fighting the Velocipede expedition. So we're gonna go and see what missions we have next after that. Because now we can get all kinds of new quests. But first I think we have to do a couple of the required quests in here for people in our town. So we have either the LAIR scare, which is slay 8 Jaggy, the egg extraction from the Gargwa, or Sushi Fish SOS, which is a fishing quest. So I'm gonna go ahead and do LAIR scare, where we're gonna slay 8 Jaggies. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that quest, sit down and eat our meal, and then we'll be on our way. All right, so let's grab our map and our supplies for this quest. Like I said, we don't normally need the torch. I've never used the torch before. I've never seen a quest where I required upon it. And these other items in here are for gunners or people who have weapons that need bullets and things like that. I don't need any of those with the insect glaive, so I just leave them in the box. And let's go find some Jaggy. We only need to slay 8 of them, and there's really no point in paintballing them because they don't flee an area once you start destroying them. So, they're pretty easy to beat, and they're usually in this next area over here on the right. Alright, so here we got 2 Jaggies and 1 Jaggia. We don't need to slay Jaggias, as far as I know. It might be a sub-quest. I'll take a look at that in a minute. Doesn't hurt to carve them, though, tell you that much. You can always use their bits. There's an angry friend in the background not doing anything. Just watching. Alright, you. Alright, so we got 2 out of our 8. Alright, so let's see if we have a subquest. Yes, our subquest is to kill 3 Jaggia. So, for example, if you are about to die, you can die 3 times on a quest before you have to end it and start over again. So say you're on 2 deaths and you only have 1 more to go and you're about to die, you can turn in your quest early with just killing 3 Jaggia. Now, you won't get a completion on that quest because the only way you can complete it is by killing 8 Jaggy. But by doing the subquest, you're actually able to keep all of the items that you've harvested during that quest that you've earned so far. So it sounds a little complicated, but it's totally not, and it's a very great new feature on Monster Hunter. It wasn't in any previous games. So you could actually complete the subquest and the actual quest itself and get double the items. So I highly suggest doing subquest and regular quest at the same time if you can, because it's always great to get more items out of less work. There's some of our Jaggy friends. Freaking bugs everywhere, man. Back off. It really doesn't make much sense to send the insect kin after the Jaggia because they're just so weak and you can kill them in 2 hits. What the heck? That bone pile just disappeared on me. Alright. Well, it's not really worth it to use the Kinsect on them because they literally are killed in 3 hits. So I don't really need the power-up buff. I know a lot of people would feel differently, but it's just how I play. It'd be nice if we could actually, like, hit something, huh? Alright. What you got for me? I don't know if you've noticed or not, but you get 1 carve from the Jaggy and 2 carves from the Jaggia. Jaggia are the female versions of Jaggies. They're a little bit stronger. They run a little bit faster, and they're kind of the bosses. You'll see them bossing around the Jaggy a lot. The female is the dominant of the species, I guess. The same thing goes for Rathians, which are the giant dragon monsters. Rathians are female-dominated species. But we haven't seen one of those yet. Thank goodness. They're kind of a nightmare. They're just basically your regular dragon monster. And they've been in a couple other Monster Hunter games before. They're not exclusive to just this game. Though I do believe the cell tasks we fought last time in the Velociprey are new to the game. I haven't played like the very first Monster Hunter, so I'm not sure which monsters were in that one. But they do have a healthy mix of old monsters and new monsters in this game. So if you have a favorite monster or a favorite armor set from the last game, you can get them again in this game. And I think that's really cool because there were a couple armor sets that I really liked that had really good buffs, and you can still get them in this game, and that makes it a little bit more comfortable transitioning to a new game, you know? Because sometimes it's hard to learn new things. It's good to stick with what you know when you first start off. And here's our 2 Jaggy. We need to kill these guys. Alright, so there's our sub-quest. I need to carve them up. Now, it just said that supplies have arrived. After a certain set time into a quest, supplies will arrive at the supply box. So say you really need more potions and things, you would want to run back to the supply box and get those items. Now, there are certain potions you can make that'll make you automatically spawn. It's like putting down a smoke bomb and then disappearing, and you'll reappear at the items box. I highly recommend having those. They're called Farcasters. As far as we've made into the game right now, we can't make them yet because we can't get a hold of the items we need to make the Farcasters. But they are super important, and they're super great to use. If you're one hit away from being killed by a monster and you can't get away to sharpen, throw down a Farcaster, it'll make a smoke bomb, you'll disappear, and you won't get one of those hits against you where you'll die. And you, like I said, you can only die 3 times before you lose a quest. So you definitely don't want to die if possible, and try and avoid it at all costs. Because monsters are not always as easy as you guys have seen on this so far. I mean, there are a lot harder monsters that we have to fight. So you can't always rely on them being easy like this. Alright, so let's see where we're at here. We still have 2 more Jaggy to get. We've completed our subquest. Where have all the Jaggies gone? Come here, where are you going? Alright, fine. I don't need you, I need the Jaggy. Another Jaggy? Jesus, get off of me. You just standing there? Doofus? So I had some comments asking what to call you guys because, you know, Game Grumps calls their fan base Lovelies, and like Cutie Pie calls her fans the Marzipans. So what would I call you guys? And as cool as like calling you guys kittens or kitties would be, it's not really cool to the guys. I know a lot of guys probably don't want to be called a kitten. So I was thinking about something a little bit more unique, and I was thinking about calling you guys the planchettes because you guys always point me in the right direction. And if you don't know what a planchette is, it is the little heart-shaped or triangle-shaped piece you move around a Ouija board to spell out things. So I think that's really cool. It's Mortimer and the Planchettes. Let me know if you guys like that name. If not, we'll just kill it. It's up to you guys. You're the ones being called planchettes. Oh my god, I need one more Jaggy. Please come out. Alright. I'm gonna eat some more rations so I have a little bit more stamina. And this would usually be a really good time to gather. There's lots of mushrooms around here, but we're on a mission right now. There he is! That's our last guy! Fucking get him! Yeah! Alright. So we're returning to town in 60 seconds. We completed the subquest and the main quest. So we'll get all of the rewards for both the subquest and the regular quest. Good going. I just said good going. I meant to say good going. Good going, guys. We did it. So while we're waiting for it to teleport us back to wherever, we're just gonna gather a little bit of stuff. Now, monsters can still attack you while you're waiting for the quest to end, but they don't do any damage because there's really no point of you dying after you've already completed the quest. So Monster Hunter took knowledge of that. So he can attack you only once, but he really won't do much damage, if any at all. And you certainly won't die. All right, let's see what we got from this quest. Let's see what our goodies are. All right, so we got the Jaggy Hides, Monster Bone S, Bird Wyvern Fang, Nullberry, and Honey. And then for doing the subquest, we also got a Jaggy Hide. And we got a ton of muns. I think I can actually upgrade my weapon now. Let's see. You always want to try and upgrade your weapons as much as possible so that you always have the strongest and most up-to-date weapon. The more you upgrade it, the less you have to sharpen it, the stronger it's going to be, the more points you take off with each hit you do to a monster. It's always good. So let's go see what we can do. No, I still need a Jumbo Bone and a Ketchup Bone. For both. Alright, because I have 2 insect leaves. Alright, well, maybe next time, right? Alright, well, that's the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those down below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I have so many more awesome videos coming guys this way that you don't want to miss. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody!